Hi, it's Rasputin with Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Fate Core Cointract Island, Episode 7. In our last session, our brave and intrepid heroes, protagonists for sure, escaped from the forest after making a deal with Hathor and Venus to buy some time to get them alternate transportation off the island so they won't launch a rocket and draw the world's attention to whatever the fuck is going on in Cointract Island. They made their way, after securing, getting back in the SUV, to the neighborhood, along with Margaret the fitness coach and Steve Fitzgerald, and of course their Cointractor allies, Choppy and Bowie, and Claire, of course, the person who's hired them to get them to her satellite phone. So they're in the neighborhood, and it is the late morning of day 2 as we begin, because everyone was pretty exhausted, and Steve Fitzgerald's house did have quite a few places to crash. So we'll just sort of go over everybody, and your Bowie, at least, is a good guard dog. All of you would trust Bowie to at least make some noise if somebody attacked the house. So I'm not going to, but maybe you want to burn the midnight oil to do something else. So we'll start off with Bridget playing Felicia. How are you doing, Bridget?
I'm doing. I don't want to not to Romola post on Maine, but I had a godlike mac and cheese.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. A little bit ago.
Oh yeah. Did it have?
I'm doing pretty comfy.
Nice. Did it have any extra?
It was super cheesy, and we put some barbecue chicken in there.
Ooh,
it's pretty.
Yeah, that's really good.
Pretty special.
Yeah, I just had leftover stir fry. It was not nearly the same.
Yeah. We also had this type of water that they have on the East Coast that I don't know if you've tried it. Water's different here, I guess, for some reason. It came in a can. It's called Rolling Rock.
Oh, it is water.
It's like mountain fresh water, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's.
I've heard of that. I've heard it's a very good canned water. Very unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you taste it like this is water. It's clearly water.
Yeah. Well, I me's in Canada, milk comes in bags. On the East Coast, water comes in cans. I'm not even questioning it.
So when we ended play last night, or the last session, you got to the house, and you all crashed. It was basically dawn, and you all were utterly exhausted from all the stuff your characters have been doing. So what
right.
did Felicia do? Did she just pass out, or?
Yeah, Indy's the one that got up to something, right? I feel like, because I knew there was some espionage at the end of the last session, but I forgot what it was. But I'm pretty sure Indy was snooping for valuables, right?
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah. I think we did handle that last session, but yeah. So
yeah, I think Felicia just took a shower and then went to sleep.
All right, very good. So that's when we're Felicia. So you wake up, but let's find out where the other characters are. So speaking of Indy, hi Faye. Remind us, what did Indy find? Do you remember in the house?
Yeah, I think it was a wall safe that I wanted to try and jimmy open.
Mm-hmm. Well, Dr. Steve Fitzgerald did take his bed and fall asleep, so you have access to the wall safe, but you have no idea. It is a combination. A digital keypad, but it looks hard, and it's not like something you can pry open and access the electronics. It seems to be pretty well engineered. Did you make a burglary check to assess it, or we can do that now?
Last time I did.
I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure without specialized tools, you would need the combination. Yeah. I believe that's how I referenced it. So you could search the house instead and get less sleep. If you do that, you will start out with
fuck that.
All right.
My eyes are on the prize.
Okay. So is Indy getting some sleep, or is she?
Indy is sleeping, yes.
All right. So Indy passes out as well. And finally, we have Lydia playing Aava. But we didn't really describe. I mean, this is just a purely role playing thing. But do you have to like plug in to recharge your cybernetics, or are they all bioelectric, like powered by your body's motion and warmth?
I'd assumed that they were bioelectric, but if that breaks, they do have like an emergency place you can plug them in.
So you just burn more calories and more,
Yeah, I gotta eat more. Mm-hmm. I believe what happened last night was I put in a load of laundry and passed out in my underwear on the couch waiting for Felicia to be done with the shower.
All right. So you awaken a little bit earlier because there's you forgot to draw the curtains entirely. And so there's some sunlight, finally hits your face, and you realize the clock on the wall reads 10:13. You slept for quite a few, it's like 7 whole hours. It was, luxurious.
A luxury.
So, you're beginning to wake up, draw like the first time you woke up and decided like that moment when you're like, where the fuck am I? And as your brain is, loading up, you hear some motion coming from, or you hear some noise coming from the kitchen. You look over, you can see Dr. Fitzgerald is already making coffee. He's making a pot of coffee. Margaret is asleep on the floor. She with a pillow. She is still passed out, and Claire is charging a phone and looking at it intently, sitting up against the wall. So that's what you're doing, and then let's see, Felicia, you wake up next in one of the guest rooms, I imagine. And it is late morning. God,
I sure hope I didn't get any bioweapon feedback updates while I was sleeping that caused problems later. So I think like she smells the coffee from several rooms away, and it's like, oh, caffeine. Girls need this.
It's true.
Incredibly important.
Yeah. And Indy, where did you find one of the other guest rooms, or did you sleep someplace somewhere else in the house?
All right. Where's the most comfortable place in the house?
Steve, the master bedroom with Steve, but he is a large man, and he made a beeline for his bed and just fell on it. Like you would,
dickhead.
Yeah.
Felicia took Aava took the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Like half the couch.
I think I took one of the guest beds. Yeah,
there's another guest room for sure. It's a big house.
Oh, all right. I'll take the other guest room then.
Okay. You wake up shortly thereafter. Do you smell the coffee from all the way up there? It is.
If I don't smell it like in the room when I'm coming out, I smell it, and that's fucking good.
All right. So everyone sort of migrates to the kitchen in search of coffee. And Dr. Fitzgerald was kind enough to leave out multiple mugs along with a pot of coffee. And so as you were all, not a word is spoken, as you were all intently focused on getting coffee, when there is a loud noise as speakers, a PA system from outside crackles on. A synthesized voice reads, "This warning, the neighborhood is in a lockdown. The curfew is, we are imposing a 24-hour curfew on all residents. Remain in your house at all times. Anyone caught outside their house will be detained by security. This is not optional. This is a mandatory lockdown. This is for your security." And it repeats 3 more times and shuts off.
Fuck, that sounds terrible.
So Indy, like, bleary-eyed, glaring at Aava over her coffee, is gonna be like, "Turn that fucking thing off or what? Is that gonna be an easy fix? You, like, hack into the network or whatever?"
That's gonna be really hard to do. I'm sorry.
God damn, so fucking early in the morning. Why is... God.
Dr. Fitzgerald takes out a tray of granola bars and puts them in between on the table, and then says, "Look, I have a residence manual. Let me. Damn it, where is it? It explains all the security procedures and things. This is only supposed to happen. Well, I guess this is kind of serious. It was only supposed to happen if like terrorists attacked us or something like that. So he starts searching his house and looking in the drawers everywhere." For the manual to explain it. By the way, one other plot point we do have is you did get a data hacking tool from the leftover to get control of the security system. You'd have to physically install it in a neighborhood access point, there are multiple, like every street has an access point to basically a street-wide router. So it wouldn't be too far. You don't know exactly where it is, but it's within a block. There's definitely an access point within a block of this house. Once you do that, you would get some level of control over the network, and you at least be able to figure out what the fuck's going on. You may be able to shut it down or may not, but like you'd get something. But yeah, so he's searching around. Claire is peeking through the windows and says, I don't want to alarm anybody, but I see there's some more graffiti on some of these houses, and it looks like that stuff outside of the modular synergy offices we saw. So,
what the fucking fractals and shit?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I mean, those accelerators, that was a tech company. Maybe they, when we blew up their offices, maybe they had to find a new home base, and maybe they're here now. But maybe the lockdown's in response to that. Maybe they're trying to crack down on the accelerators, and that's what caused it. But yeah, I don't know. But
I'm not gonna bank on that one.
Yeah. So yeah, you can let's see here. There are, of course, a lot of houses in the neighborhood. There's a lot of people here. People with contacting can make checks to see if they know anybody and maybe try and reach out to see if they're still around. The neighborhood has a lot of features. Yeah, there's a lot here, but there's what do you all want to do? So like Aava, do you have any thoughts about what you want to do first?
I think she's going to take a morning shower because she fell asleep before she got one last night.
All right, fair. Priorities. All right, so Aava goes off to take a shower.
Hey, save me some fucking hot water.
I'll try.
Hey, ain't you got to take off that fucking toast on your body? That water safe?
They're waterproof.
Oh, damn. No wonder they cost an arm and a leg.
Hey.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Please enjoy your shower.
I'm not going to give fate points for that joke. But I did think about it. So yeah, Indy, do you have any thoughts about what you want to do first?
Yeah. The fuck is this guy's name? Hey, Steve.
Yeah, hi. Yes. Oh, I think I found it. Yeah.
Was Steve actually his name?
Yeah, Dr. Steve Fitzgerald.
I took a shot in the dark with that one. Like, I was like, wow, you're just playing along with it? All right, anyway. All right, hey, Steve, so you got any neighbors with boats?
Boats? I mean, yeah. Several of us have boats. I mean, not
you got
here.
A boat?
No. I was too busy. I didn't see the point in spending money on it. But I mean, yeah, some of my neighbors have boats at the resort or back at the docks.
Anybody got anybody like, nearby that owns a boat? Like a stall, a dock number they keep it at, where their keys are, anything like that?
If you spend a fate point, he would know somebody next door.
Yeah, all right, let's do that. Let's spend a fate point.
All right. Yeah, I know someone with a boat nearby. In fact, right there, he points across the street.
No shit.
Yeah. Russell Walker.
T. Davies.
Yeah.
Hey, Russell Walker, huh?
Yeah. He's he tried to get me into like he's trying to set up some sort of yacht club or something, but I just didn't have the time for it. It wasn't the money, it was the time.
Who's got the time? Who's got the money these days? So, when's the last time you heard from Mr. Walker over there? You think he's in good health? A little worried about the man.
I mean, he worked in the office district on the other side of the island, so I doubt he's back home. Like, we didn't see each other. We saw each other, like, once a week or, like, when we go to the fitness center. You know, there's some singles minglers events at the town hall. Like once a week, once every other week.
I'm struggling to imagine a place I want to be less than a singles mingle on Cointract Island.
Yeah, they stopped doing them. It was kind of skewed ratios.
Oy, what a shame.
Yeah.
Can't imagine that. Funny how that turned out.
Yeah. So yeah, he's oh, you know what? He has a pet that he had me feed a couple times, so I know how to get. I remember the door to his garage, the code to get in.
What kind of pet he got?
Nile monitor.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Uh-huh.
Those things that give you the septic shock when they bite you?
No, that's Komodo dragon. Those are illegal to have. Nile monitors are the same family. They're smaller though.
Silly me. Illegal. Course.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, they're also, like, really, yeah, like, Komodo dragon's a little too much. Even for just you'd have a full, yeah. Anyways, non-monitor you can keep, like,
Great. Anyway, Charles, you want to help me, like, get over to this place? So, we can check on Mr. Walker over there? If he's got a boat, that's way off the island, and, you know, we just kind of want to keep all options open right now.
Well, his boat's not here, but the keys would be there somewhere.
Exactly.
Okay,
See,
yeah.
you know, that's smart.
Yeah, the boat's at the resort. Like, he kept it near the resort.
Right.
Yeah.
At Crocs, I think it was called.
Yeah, Crocs. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Okay. I guess I can go with you. I only went in to feed the lizard. And, you know, he had the food pre-made in little packages, so I just had to take it out and put it in the dish. He didn't want a Cointract pet, which is odd, but I guess the lizards.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Can't imagine why. They're such lovely creatures.
He's sitting there staring unsettlingly directly into your eyes.
Yeah, Bowie does a lot of staring. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay.
You think that's going to be a quick old John, or should we gather up the girls?
Well, I mean, you're really the expert on this situation. I mean, I don't see anything outside.
Yeah, well, what you see ain't always what you get. Let's wait for Aava to get out the shower and towel off.
Okay.
Hey, Felicia, where you at?
Felicia is like eyeballs deep in coffee. It's like, what? Yeah?
Make you a
Felicia.
second pot. Yeah.
Yeah?
All right. Once Ava's out the shower, we're gonna head on over to the neighbor's place so we can scope out his boat.
We're gonna raid the neighbor's place. All right, sick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, raid is a bit of a strong word, but
Is there a less strong word we should be using?
yeah, scope.
Skullduggery?
Scope it out. We gotta scope it out.
Okay,
It implies
all right.
nothing except looking.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because we need deniability.
Aava comes back in clean and dressed.
Hey, looking sharp, Aava. Get your toolkit. We're heading out.
Okay.
Okay. So what's the plan? Are you just all rushing out at the same time, or?
You got that, Mr. Smith, Steve? You got that fucking booklet on the neighborhood watch system or whatever the fuck it is?
Yeah, it says if there's any it's all controlled by the security office. which is inside the town hall building. Right there, you see that pond over there.
I see it.
Yeah, it's in there, and that's where all intruders will be detained and brought there in a secure holding cell. So you don't have to worry.
What does the detaining?
Oh, it doesn't talk about that. Yeah, no. It just says they will be detained. Don't worry about it.
Funny that. So how's about that? How's it go noticing these problems? Say somebody's out, they got cameras out, they got the old folks sitting on the porch calling it in.
Our security system is details of our security system are kept confidential. If you would like to learn more, you can contact the security office for a in-depth briefing with non-disclosure agreement provided. I never did that because I wasn't here very often. I didn't.
Great.
Yeah.
Aava, you work behind the scenes on the island a bit. You happen to know anything about this town security system?
That's a good question. Do I?
What do you want to
make a roll and find out?
Gonna make a lore check.
Okay, sure.
That is a +4.
Okay.
Damn.
They do have cameras. They have surveillance drones and cameras, with an AI system to flag potential, suspicious individuals and activities. But there was that sort of standard for all high security areas. Certainly, the neighborhood in lockdown would be a high security area. They'd also have private security contractors, employees, and with contractors, Cointractors as backup. Couriers or more specialized models. Chimera to detain, but there was something that they kept totally secret, and you don't know what it is, but they were very proud of it.
Oh God!
Something they had an innovative, cutting edge technological solution to keep the people safe, because which they only told to CEOs and other big high rollers who were paranoid about security. Something that could not be bribed. Or reasoned with, so is all you know about it.
Yeah, so it sounds like they got a RoboCop.
Great, very good. So, what are the chances we get got sneaking from this house to the next?
It depends on where the cameras are and how fast we are.
You think you are familiar enough with where they might have put the cameras to get the best shots or whatever? You can plot us a course to avoid any getting got.
I can try. If you can get me to, because I got that thing we stole from whatever that thing was.
The leftover, yeah.
Yes. That apparently is designed to hack the security systems.
Mm-hmm. It was actually specifically designed for the surveillance and detection systems, I think. So the leftover could watch the neighborhood and make sure they never knew anything, or that he could, make plans against them without them being any wiser. I would say also with your +4, you can recognize, you can look through the windows and see there is a gray metal rectangle sticking out from the ground out in the middle, in between, on the other neighbor's house, between the other neighbor's house, not Russell's, and, Steve's house. So you go out there, but it's out in the middle of the lawn. So, it'll take a couple of minutes to install. So, high risk, high reward kind of activity.
All right. You think y'all can cover me?
Probably.
Cover you in what?
Like a blanket? Like one of those weighted blankets for stress?
Oh, like a weighted blanket? I could probably do that.
Oh, sick. I'm going to get one of those. All right. Indy, you still got that crossbow and that shotgun, right?
I got that crossbow and the shotgun. Hey, Felicia, which one you feel more comfortable with? Shotgun or crossbow?
This model has been trained in many forms of... Oh, God, I just got something so... I'm sorry, what was the question you asked me?
Which one do you feel more comfortable with? The shotgun or the... You know what? Maybe I won't give you nothing. All right, Aava, you're going to be taking the shotgun.
I can't really shoot a gun
hell yeah.
very well, so...
Yeah. Maybe it's best if we don't give you some long-range stabbing implements. Ava, take the shotgun in case things go tits up.
Hell yeah. All right.
Okay.
So
tits up is bad. Tits up is bad.
No, I
Yeah.
know. I'm saying hell yeah because she gave me the shotgun to defend
Oh,
myself.
okay. All right. Well, I just
all right. I'm gonna make
seem
a
like the kind of
stealth check to
person.
get over there and a burglary check to try and do it without hurting myself or dying. All right. So the stealth check is a 3.
Okay.
And the burglary.
Oh, that's
check
actually
is
good in this game. I haven't played Fate in a while. I was like, well, we're fucked.
my burglary check is also a 3.
Okay. So it's a tense couple of minutes, and you definitely break into a sweat as it is, of course, very precise in like placing, very gentle placement, a very precise placement. It's like playing, Operation, only with a priceless machine that you can't replace if you break one of the leads on it. But you manage to you place it, you remove the circuitry that you need to, place the machine in its place, and activate your wireless access to it, and so you have a man in the middle essentially. Now this is on the surveillance feed, so it is not on there. You realize there are 3 feeds: surveillance, operations, and something that is unlabeled. But they all so you can see what they see, but you can't do anything about it. You can get back to the house quickly, and you can see that they have aerial drones on a standard route patrol. It looks like they're spread pretty far and high, so they can't. It takes. You were pretty lucky. You were sort of at the periphery of one of the surveillance drone's vision, but it was high up enough. It didn't have enough resolution to really realize you were a person, and I guess it mistook some of your cybernetic parts as part of the gray box that is supposed to be there. So it was kind of like you were camouflaged against it. So you're fine. But yeah, with that you can plot a route to the Russell's house pretty easily. Now you would have to go. Steve only knows the garage door code, which there's a keypad on the side of the garage door right outside. Yeah, next to basically like it's right there next to the trash cans and the path leading up to the front door. So you'd have to be out in the open and punch in the number. But yeah, you basically you have a temporary aspect you can activate to get a +2 on any stealth checks to bypass the surveillance. And you can until they realize that you're on there, they're not going to be able to kick you out. So yay, yeah. And it only works as long as you're in the neighborhood's Wi-Fi area. So you have to be in proximity to the neighborhood. So, So with that, what do you want to do? How do you want to tackle getting the boat keys next? Which is what it sounds like what you want to do.
Right, Ava. So you got eyes on this whole situation, right? This whole situation being the door is watched, or the garage door, whatever that is, it's watched, right?
There's a camera that pans over it every few seconds.
All right. You got sight on any of the other doors on the place? What kind of doors are they? What kind of locks can you see?
Yeah, you can. Indy, with that you can look over the footage too, and make a burglary check to assess it.
Oh yeah, I love making burglary checks.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why we're not making burglary checks right now.
Let me just copy paste the thing. That is going to be a 3.
A 3? All right. So Russell's house is pretty well secure. It looks like he opted for like the windows have been secured and the doors are pretty like it's definitely possible to break in. Actually, the first floor is pretty strong and resilient. So you would need good tools or a really good roll to get into that place fast. The garage door would be the fastest. The other thing would be climbing up to the second story. It looks like the second story windows are not nearly as well secured.
Are they all closed?
Yeah.
Damn.
But you think you can jimmy one if you get up if you climb up to the second floor, there are some handholds, and then you could jimmy one open. You don't know if there's a motion sensor alarm in there or not.
Yeah. The only thoughts I got is we tossed Felicia up on the roof, but can't tell if there's any motion sensor locks on those things. So let's just go in through the fucking front door.
Okay, the garage door.
I could probably get up on the roof. Just saying.
Oh, I don't doubt that, but it'd be you up on the roof, not me, and I don't want to, I don't want the risk of anything funny happening.
Okay. Let's see here. All right. So, is the plan for you, Indy, to get to the stealth to open up the door and then everyone follows you?
Yeah. Let's do it like that.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Is this going to be stealth or what's this?
Yeah, stealth to get to the door.
I think that's a 3.
Okay. All right. So you avoid the alarms or you avoid the cameras, everything. You get to the door, or you get to the garage door, and you type in the code. Apparently, Russell was very patriotic, and the code is 1776. So,
dickhead.
Yep.
9/11.
I'm not that patriotic. I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I think we dodged a bullet on that one.
All right. So, as the garage door starts opening, give me. This is going to be an opposed roll.
Oh fuck.
You versus this is your notice versus their stealth.
That is also. Oh, all right. That's gonna be a 3.
All right.
2. Sorry.
All right. Do you want a fate point?
Yeah, give me a fate point.
Of course, we want a
Fuck
fate
me up.
point.
Yeah. Let's see here. What is a good one for you? What is a good aspect for you to be distracted by something?
Knife, trash to treasure. I'm sure the dude's got some, I don't know, seems like a fucking prepper. So I'm sure he's got all kinds of shit in here that's like, oh wow, that could sell.
Okay, yeah, you start looking through one of his trash cans, and you're rooting through it like a raccoon, looking for treasure. When the other trash can, they're both steel trash cans, old time steel trash cans. One of them unfolds, and it is a robot, security robot disguised as a trash can. And
man, even the mimics are trash cans. Can't have shit in Detroit.
Yep. So it is going to make another stealth check as it gets an ambush with its taser. Yep. And that is going to just be a 2, but you are just surprised, so you can't dodge. You can resist this with physique.
And then I swear to God, Felicia, the trash can attacked me.
I'll spend I'll spend a fate point that I just earned on that. So that's going to be a 3.
Okay. So you get tased, but fortunately, it doesn't make a strong contact.
I've been tased before.
You've been tased before.
You build up an immunity. It's like bee stings.
And part of the taser is caught on your clothing. But yeah. So the rest of you are across the back at the other Steve's house, waiting for Indy to give the all clear sign. But of course, Aava, you're watching this because you have that surveillance hack. Why wouldn't you watch it? So. We'll just go into combat. So first, Indy can now react, then the robot again, and then Aava, and then Felicia. So what are you going to do, Indy?
Is there entry into the house from where I'm at?
Yep.
Can I just go into the house and shut the door? Fuck this problem.
Yeah. Give me an athletics check to see how fast you can go.
Oh, baby. That's going to be a 6.
Yeah.
yeah.
It cannot
Hit the bricks. Trash cans if you're fast.
All right. It has multiple taser. It can hit you. You can make one last attack, but this time it'll use its shoot score instead of actually you did that wrong. It actually got to use its stealth check. So it actually would have gotten a much higher. Well, whatever. I forgot that. Anyways, it gets a 3 to hit you. So you got a 6 though. So yeah, you still beat it. So yeah, you get away before it can hit you again. Let's see here. So that was your action, is to get into the house. It's now Aava. You see this. You're back at Steve's house. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna tell Felicia, "Fuck, we got trouble," and then.
Well, can the trash can follow her inside?
I mean, you don't know. It is unfolded. It has little robot legs.
I don't know. I don't have
That's
a clear view inside the garage. I just saw it move by.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna try and stealthily make my way over there.
Okay.
So as to not raise any alarms.
Right.
I want to just go punch it, but there's a. Yeah, I guess I'll stealth over there too.
Okay, so I've rolled a -1.
Okay. Well, I know what the robot's attacking next. I know who the target's going to be. So yeah, Felicia, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll attempt to sneakily get into position here. My stealth's actually pretty decent. So that's a 1 for me.
Okay. Let's see if it notices you. It gets a 3. So, yeah, I think it would notice you, right? Yeah. So, but it saw Aava first. But that's the end of the round. So new round. Indy, you're inside, the house. You can give me a new notice check.
Fucking damn it. Fuck this guy. Fuck you. If I find you, Russell, or whatever the hell your name is, I'm gonna kill you.
Imagine this dude going, yeah, a trash can that can kill people. That's why I fucking love America, even though we're not in America.
He fucking saw that on Kickstarter, and he's like, wow, this is just what I need to stop people from breaking into my house. And this is literally, I guarantee you, this fucking thing, this is the first time it has ever started up. Aside from when he accidentally set it off when he walked into the garage when he was drunk. Like, fuck this guy. If I meet you in real life, you're done.
So what'd you get on that notice check?
Sorry, I was so angry, I forgot I rolled.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 1.
All right, you do see a very large lizard. It is probably like 4 feet long.
Is it pissed?
No, it's just kind of like, it looks like it's sleeping. Because
hanging out.
Yeah, it is.
Just a little guy.
So yeah, it's just a little guy sleeping under a heat lamp. All right. All right. So yeah, you see the now monitor with a 1. Also, you can hear a thump coming from somewhere inside the house, Indy. So
wait, there's something else thumping in the house.
You heard a thump. You don't know what it is.
So there's a fucking robot cop trash can.
You heard what you heard. That's all I can say.
God damn it.
Well, actually, no. You can select. You haven't acted. Right? This is what you saw.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be incredibly funny if he's home right now.
You do. Yeah. The lights are off. I mean, the only light is coming through the windows because it is a sunny day. So,
what's this fucking neighbor, Steven?
Russell. This is Russell's house. Russell.
And the guy that sent us here, Steve
Fitzgerald.
Yeah, Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve.
All right.
Fitzgerald. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna knock on the wall and be like, "Hey, Russell Walker here. Dr. Steve Fitzgerald sent us over. Wanted to check on you to make sure you're alive. Shit's gone tits up."
You hear a woman's voice. Is like, "Hello, are you here to rescue us? Me? I'm Russell. Mr. Walker is not here.
Who the fuck are you?
I'm the cleaner."
I'm gonna say she's the maid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Oh god, this fucking
So that's your round. Now
fuck this guy.
the robot gets to act. It turns to Aava, and it is going to use its other weapon.
Oh god.
Yep. So that's going to be a 2 on shoot. You can. What do you want to do? It is aiming.
What's its other weapon?
Well, you're going to find out. Do you want to try and tank it, or do you want to try and dodge it?
Fuck.
Tank it. Let's find out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tank it.
Okay.
That was a terrible idea. You should not have listened to me.
Yeah.
Let's
It doesn't matter. You actually you get physique does not matter because you're human. And pepper spray aimed in the eyes creates an advantage. You are now blinded. So you do not take any stress, but you are blinded. So you fall to the ground, writhing in pain. It turns out pepper spray pain do hurt. Pain does hurt. Next up is Felicia.
Gonna write that down. Pain do hurt. You don't say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. So I'm tagging. It costs fate points to use stunts, right?
Depends on the stunt. Some stunts just like it had a stunt to give it +2 to stealth checks when it was disguised. And it was the first time you had met that.
Okay. Is it aware of me?
Yeah, it's definitely aware of you. You ran over it. Yeah, because it noticed you. It made a higher notice check.
All right. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna use my. I'm going to use my cat abilities to maybe attempt to tear this apart, perhaps. Let's do it. Let's fight a trash can. What's the worst going to happen? I'll pull its little arms and legs off. Okay. Ooh, I'm not going to pull its little arms and legs off. I'm going to let that one stand. I don't think that's worth burning a fate point on. I think I was just so surprised that, like,
all right.
Aava was just like, huh?
Did you get what is your final result? Is that anything?
My fight's a -1.
Okay, yeah. You feebly kick at it, and it doesn't even try to defend itself. It simply, well, it'll go after you next round. Actually, well, we'll see. So that's the end of the round. Next up, Indy. What are you going to do?
All right, lady. What's your name?
My name is Alma. A woman comes out from the living room. You're in the kitchen area. The garage open
right
into the kitchen, and she looks a bit disheveled, but she's wearing a uniform. She is pretty wide-eyed, doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
Like a normal made uniform, or like I have a lot of money made uniform?
Normal, like professional, like someone who has to, actually clean.
Right.
So, she's...
All right, Alma, look. Hey, there's a bit of a situation in the exit right now. So, can you, I'm gonna be frank with you.
You're not with them, are you?
Them. Oh, you mean the guys in the masks and the fucking moose or whatever?
There's a moose? What moose? What is moose?
It's big and angry and ugly.
Oh, yes, the men in masks. Yes, you're not with them.
No.
Okay, good.
No, fuck those guys.
Okay, well, the worker center, we were all hiding there. I couldn't get back, though, because there's something in the tunnels.
Yeah, fucking great. Another problem.
Yeah.
All right, look. What's your last name?
Okay, let's see.
Ross. I came up with a first name. That's all the work I have to do. Me. Why don't I make Ross work more?
Yeah, no, it's definitely not like I haven't given any. I only give like half the NPCs.
It's fine.
Belmonte.
All right, Miss Belmonte. Look, you miss or misses?
Miss.
All right, Miss. I'm gonna be frank with you, alright? The name's Indy. I ain't actually here to check on whatever the fuck this guy's name is. The guy could fucking rot for all I give a shit. Yeah, no, I'm willing to bet a fair price that you more or less feel the same way. You ain't gotta say it. I can see it in the eyes. So, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
And the answer to that question is gonna determine whether or not we all get off this island alive. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
You happen to know where the fucker that lives here keeps his boat keys?
All right, roll rapport.
Alright, she's never met me before.
Oh, yeah.
And I will need that. So that's going to be a 2.
A 2. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, that's enough.
Alright.
So she says, I know where the boat keys are.
Alright, if you can give me those boat keys, then I'm gonna make sure we're all gonna get off this island in one piece, alright?
Okay. That's all we can do this round. As meanwhile, the robot is actually going to focus on its first target, Aava, because she's been blinded. The bot is going to activate that aspect, give itself a +2 bonus on another tasing. Yep.
All right. I'm gonna.
So that's a 5. And you can use physique for this, though.
Yes.
So I want you to know
Yeah.
that if this thing takes you out, you will be forever known as the RPPR guest who got taken out by a trash can.
Oh, God.
Please understand.
I'm gonna spend a fate point to re-roll that on expensive cyberware.
Yeah.
Trash can, not trash can.
I have rolled worse. I got a 2.
All right, you are now stunned. Felicia, what are you gonna do?
Get better help.
Yeah,
get better teammates. Yeah. Gosh. So is this like a one-off model for this place, or would they have like possibly used it elsewhere?
How would you figure that out?
Would I be able to? Okay, so like I work at a lot of places as a bartender. Can I use like resources or lore to see if I've seen this model somewhere else?
Resources would that would actually work. That would be a high roll. That would be your round though to figure that out.
Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, that's a 5.
Well, that's a high roll. So as you watch the trash can robot daze Aava, you're like, have I? You start thinking.
This somewhere before.
You're like
Aava getting tased, Felicia.
Your mind is focused on every conversation you ever heard about robotics on the island, which have been many. But you remember about a program that they had where they contracted a manufacturing facility and they built multiple prototypes and they were going to use them. And like, oh God, it's the whole neighborhood. That's the crown feature. That's the crown jewel of the security system. There's a lot of these fuckers and they're in different hiding. They have different disguises.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the trash cans; they're everywhere.
In the neighborhood. You don't think it goes beyond the neighborhood. But yeah. That's probably the secret feed, is the controls the robots. So you can give me a notice check.
Yeah, all right. Let me give you a notice check. Yeah, I'll spend my fate point to reroll that. All right, so that's a 1.
Okay. With a 1, you can see a surveillance drone in the air. It's clearly centered on you. Obviously, the security network works in concert. The trash can robot notified whoever's running the security office now, and now they're watching you more intently. And so they are probably sending whoever they have as reinforcements to your position. So you're definitely on a clock. This is not, yeah. So, let's see. I think that's a new round. So, Indy, you can hear the fight continuing to go on outside as you hear the taser activate again. It's a pretty loud taser. Yeah.
Did I get the keys?
Alma says, well, that was, you had that entire conversation last round.
Right.
And so Alma said, Alma says, I know where the keys are. And then you hear that happen outside. So, Alma, you could tell Alma to get them.
Screaming.
Yeah. You can tell Alma to get them and you go outside, or you could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Alma, look. Grab the keys and anything you want to fucking filch from this dude, and we're gonna make a great escape, all right? Bring a lizard if you want to. I don't give a shit. I gotta go deal with the problem, all right? I'm gonna be in the garage.
Okay. So you do that, you run outside, and you can see Aava has been tased, and the robot is approaching her.
So I've got the crossbow right now.
Uh-huh.
You know, robots are all fine and dandy, but they really are just a bunch of, like, moving gears. How much of this shit's exposed? Like, what would happen if I just shot a bolt right up into one of the, exposed joints or whatever?
You don't know. I mean, are you an expert in robotics?
Let's try that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Give me a shoot check.
Well, I'm an expert in robotics, all right. Shoots a crossbow at a trash can. Hey. Fuck me! I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
I can't believe we have a rocket engineer and a robotics expert in their team.
Fuck.
We came prepared.
Are you shitting me? Fuck that.
All right.
So that's just so everybody knows. That's 2. I got a -3, and then I spent a fate point to re-roll it, and then I got another -3.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry, Aava.
Yep. So the
fine.
the robot goes next. And it just, let's see here. It makes a fight check. It just needs a +1. And it definitely gets a +1. It just goes over and zip ties your hands and legs.
Mine or Aava?
Aava. Because Aava is stunned. Yep.
So
That's probably fine.
the reason why I did the resource check, I wanted to know, is that, like, did I hear about an off switch? Like, people, like, talking about, like, problems with it? Or shit, they were like, God damn, these new trash cans, they're fucking terrible. But if you want to get rid of them, you just like delivery drivers or whatever that are getting attacked by them, be like, oh yeah, these little shits. You just gotta kick them.
They talk about two things. One, that they were not balanced, like they could be knocked over, depending on the model. This one does not look, it may not be able to get back. It's like a turtle; it may not be able to get back up. And the other thing is they talk about waterproofing as a cost issue, and given we know its operational environment and likelihood intruders would know this water weakness, blah, blah, blah. Well, on the other hand, what if they do know about the water weakness? Well, back and forth. So, you can create an advantage, by a fight check to just knock it off balance, or 2, if you can find a source of water, that might work at disabling it altogether. It's also slow. It's also
probably
slow.
First one, then the other. I want to see if I can tip it. Is that just like physique?
It would be. I would allow physique or fight.
I'll just use physique. I got a pretty decent physique.
Yeah, especially because it's focused on zip tie and Aava this round.
Okay, I got a 3.
Okay. With a 3, yeah, you knock it over. You have that it is unbalanced now. That's an aspect you have over it, which you can use to hurt it, or to next round, or to do something else. But it is trying to get back up. But it still has its ranged weapons too. So new round. Let's see here. This round, on your action, Aava, you'll be able to make a physique check to try and wake up.
Okay.
But Indy gets to go first. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna yell it. I'm gonna end up yelling. It's like, you get some water. You just like hose it down. They're supposed to be weak to water or some shit.
Oh, great. All right, we gotta make a wet.
Yeah.
Is there a fucking hose in the garage?
If you spend a fate point, there is.
What kind of fucking prepper? God damn it, doesn't even have accessible water.
You
Fuck
know what?
that. I'm not
Well,
spending
I
a
mean-
fucking fate point.
I'll spend the fate point.
Yeah, there is.
Wow! Oh, so convenient.
Yep. All right. You can make a shoot check to spray with the water hose. You get a +2 bonus because of the unbalanced. It's definitely got a lot of exposed joints.
All right. I pull a
Hosing down a trash can that pepper sprayed, tased, and zip tied. Lydia, please understand.
Look,
Well, I mean, should we step out of the room? That's just the foreplay, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, with that, you destroy you take it out. Like that is way more stress than it can absorb. So you've defeated the robot guardian. Hooray!
All right, Aava, you good?
Yeah, Aava, just make a physique check and just roll positive, and you'll be able to act.
all right, that's a +3.
Just real positive.
Yeah. Just don't roll -4, basically.
Easy.
All right, so you can make a physique check to try and rip off your zip ties, or athletic checks to slip out, or someone else can do it for you, or someone else can find a knife and cut you out.
I will strain against them and see what happens.
All right.
All right, that's a +5 on physique.
Yeah, you do. You're very strong, and
Cyberware.
Yep. These are conventional physique checks, or conventional zip ties. Sorry.
All right. Look up. I'm gonna fucking get you an eye wash.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God damn. You good, Felicia?
Yeah, I just, I think you got a little bit of the water on me, and it's just not comfortable. I could use an energy drink.
And we can get one from
Miss
Choppy when
Choppy.
we get back.
Choppy's in the back in the house.
Also, I just remembered. So like those little things like have cameras in them and stuff, and like there's like a dude that watches the cameras. So like there's probably like a bunch more of them, or like maybe some dudes, or like
Fucking hell.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All right.
so we should probably leave.
So Alma comes out at this point carrying the lizard and the set of keys. She's holding it under its arms like a very large cat. It seems very calm about the situation. So
all right, everybody.
It
meet
is
Miss
extremely
Belmonte.
important to me that this lizard makes it off the island. This is our
I'm now
number one
invested in
goal.
Miss Belmonte and the lizard.
So all of us says, hello. We should. There's many of us are at the worker center, and it is a safe place. The people in masks have not been able to breach it. It is on the other side of the neighborhood, though. Hello, my name is Alma. Hello.
Hello, Alma. Nice to meet you. I'm Felicia. This is our problem.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, Alma, you not taking anything from the place? You don't want to pocket any of this guy's fucking on-hand cash or jewelry or whatever? I ain't
Severance
paddling.
pay. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not coming back here. Like I don't.
legit. Fucking go for it,
Mm-hmm.
I can hold the lizard if you want to grab anything.
So you are gonna go back into the house and loot some more?
I mean, if Alma hasn't taken anything.
Alma took the lizard and the boat keys.
All right.
Alma's a very honest person.
God. Honest people.
Yep. All right. So if you go in the house, you can give me another notice or a burglary check to find some loot.
All right, yeah. Let's do a fucking burglary check.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's going to be a 4.
Okay. And you find a drawer in the living room that has a bunch of wristwatches. Very nice looking wristwatches. So,
all right.
I'm
sure this dude's got like some fucking, I don't know, like a duffel bag or, any sort of bag.
Okay. So that's good.
Right.
Yeah. You find a small bag, like a little fanny pack thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just stuff him in there.
Okay.
And then come back out and hand that to Alma and be like, hey, can you hold on to this for me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Can we have? I think we should have Aava. I mean, hey Aava. So like, so these things are like wired into like the security system. So like, I know you probably can't like, do some kind of hacker magic. But like, can you maybe open up this thing and see if there's like a way we can send a confusing signal or something to just delay the clock that's after us? Is that something you could do?
Sure. Let's haul this back to Steve's place.
Okay. Yeah, you can grab it all and go back to Steve's place.
All right, I'll carry the trash can.
Now,
that way we have some cover.
Yeah, Aava, you can you can also you all can see the surveillance drone watching you all overhead. So,
oh joy!
Yeah, so, but Aava, you can like put your network access at a risk to try and send commands over it. You don't know if it'll work or not, but with a successful burglary check, you would be able to, because that's hacking.
Sure, I'll try it.
Yeah. You would be able to mislead them with that.
That is a +4.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you managed to send the drone somewhere else before you all leave or return back to Steve's house, so they don't know where you went. So, you bought yourself a little time. So, at this point, Steve has Claire and Margaret and Steve are loading into the SUV because they saw all the shenanigans going on, and they were pretty alarmed by it. And even Steve doesn't want to stay here and alert. He doesn't know. Steve comes back in and says, "I called the security office and they said, have you seen the true light come to us?"
Oh God!
Yeah,
Great.
It's not good.
That doesn't sound like them at all. I think they've been compromised by some unknown force.
All right.
Yeah,
Look,
that's
all right.
that's the light way of putting it.
Yeah, we gotta. Everybody get in the fucking car. Steve, can you look up your fucking neighbor Russell, whatever his name is, on the island Facebook or whatever? See if he's got his location on. Just want to talk.
Okay. He is not available, it seems. The office parks seem to be the lost contact with the office parks, at least from here.
Imagine that.
Why? What did you want to know from him?
Oh, I just wanted to talk.
Okay. Well. So yeah, who is this? He's pointing at Alma.
This is Miss Belmonte.
Oh.
She's coming with us, and the lizard too.
Yes, we should go to the worker center. It is safe.
Miss Belmonte, what's the lizard's name?
What is the lizard's name? I will give a fate point. I'm not going to name this lizard. I will let one of you name them, and I'll give you a fate point if it's a good name.
It's named Trevor. It's Trevor Belmonte.
Well, no, because that's Russell would have named him. He's not going to name him Belmonte, but
no.
Yeah.
But he might have named him Trevor, and now he's.
It's Trevor Belmonte.
Okay. All right. I'll give Trev. All right. Aava gets a fate point for that. So it's Trevor, and now he's joined the Belmonte family.
Oh my God! All right.
Yeah. All right.
I think the two of us should both get a fate point because it was a group effort.
All right. Fine.
Group effort.
I'm loving it. You're gaming the system here.
Steve called the security office. Found out they were taken over by the accelerators. Yay. So they're the ones watching the security cameras and controlling the robots and the drones, and they're probably going to send some people your way in the very near future.
Seems bad.
Yeah, Aava, you were looking at the broken robot. So go ahead and give me. You were trying to hack them, right? Yeah.
I was trying to learn things about them.
Well, that's lore. Yeah.
Or
crafts. Crafts would be good because this is
crafts makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, that's a +6.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Tell me everything. All the most secret government and corporate secrets.
Mm-hmm. First off, is there a tell?
There is there's not a physical tell. There is a signal. You can, if you have time, basically, and it takes time to figure, everything's networked and everything is emitting a signal these days, but you can tell which objects would emit a signal that only the robots would. So if you have time to sit in an area, you can give me you can make a burglary
We can make it beep?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's prop hunt.
Yeah, it's basically a problem. So yeah, with that, that's what you figure out in this amount of time, very quickly, with that level of success. So because you are on a clock, and let's see, Felicia, what do you want to do? People are loading up in the vehicle. The vehicle has charged up.
I'm gonna help them because, like, I do think that if we can get into the worker center, like, it seems like that would be useful. If nothing else, we know that there are two things is going to happen. One, there's going to be more bodies for them to target, or two, that it actually will be a secure place that we could stash people for a little while.
Yep.
We're up to 3 accessible cars right now, right?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, you can,
because we have the SUV we came in on. Mm-hmm. We stole the SUV from the barricade, and I think Steve had a car.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So yeah, you do have 3 cars.
All right. So we do have plenty of capacity for everything that we need to move.
Mm-hmm. You do have a lot to move now. You roll deep now.
We have so many people.
Yeah. So let's see. And then Indy. Yeah. So basically, do you want to have like all the PCs in one vehicle, or do you want to have multiple PC drivers?
Gotta take our favorite PCs with us.
Okay.
And then the other ones are just like, yeah.
Okay, well, well, basically, you can't. Yeah, you have Margaret, Steve, and Alma, Claire, Margaret, Steve, and not to mention your 2 couriers. So
yeah, I think Claire is most okay. So obviously, Trevor Belmonte is the most important,
the baby boy.
And then following him, I think, is Claire, because she's an endless source of cash.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
The more things we take her to, the more money we get paid.
I mean, I would say if two of you drive, then you can get everyone easily. Yes. But if you trust one of the, if there's a B vehicle with just NPCs, I'm just going to forewarn you, it's probably not going to go well for them unless you go out of your way to protect them.
All right. Well, Steve can be in that one.
Yeah, Steve
should probably be driving an SUV, and one of us should be driving his car.
Yeah, I'm going to say the problem is you cannot even get like Claire and Alma together if you want to have both your Cointractors as well, because they are large boys, especially Choppy. Mm-hmm. So, not to mention.
So, Claire and the Belmontes in one vehicle, and then Choppy and in the other, and then Steve and all the other people can go in the last one.
Okay. Well, actually, I mean, you can get everybody into 2 vehicles. Like, there's so if you have 2 drivers, everyone can go. So.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not driving. I think that's a recipe for disaster.
Indy can drive.
Okay. Well, there you go. Indy's in one, and Ava's driving the other car. So both of you.
So we're going to take whichever SUV is in better condition, and Steve's car.
Yeah, exactly. Steve is happy not to drive. He's just happy to be with people who don't want to do horrible things to him. So, he has a duffel bag full of food and water and other supplies. Because he kind of figured, he saw where this was going. While y'all were messing with the trash can robot, fighting.
Yeah.
So, Indy and Aava, you both pull out and start driving. Alma, you have a map of the neighborhood. You know where it is. It's only a few streets away. It's a short drive. But as both of you drive, let's see, we'll say Ava's car is first, Indy's car is second. If you're driving one by one, I guess you can drive side by side. But either way, as you pull up and go to the left, you see a security vehicle, labeled, Cointract Island security. And there's 4 people in fractal masks in the vehicle.
Of course.
And it's between you and the worker center. So you can try and go through them. You can try and veer to the right or veer to the left. Veer to the left, if you're looking at the map, will go towards. It's a long way to the and veering to the right is a shorter path to the worker center. So Aava.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can try and.
Which? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I know Felicia, are you with me or are you with Indy?
I'll be with Indy.
Okay.
All right.
Because I think you've got the coin tractors in your thing.
Yes, I have the Cointractors, and I think I have Claire.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
then
so
I am
that I have someone
definitely
who can-
making sure Trevor is okay.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I will pass Claire the shotgun because I know she can shoot.
Alma,
And,
Trevor, Margaret, Steve. Okay. So basically we have Aava, the Cointractors, and Claire, and then everyone else with Indy. Yeah. Yeah, they're both fairly packed, but so yeah, you can roll for Claire. Claire is a +1 and shoot. Which direction you can go? Try and go. Basically just around them. Go straight up the path. That's the path they're blocking. You can veer off to the right, or you can veer off to the left.
So we're at the.
So if you look at the bottom right, where you were at the house with the pool, and then you went off to the right to get, and then you turned to left.
So we're at that 4-way intersection then.
Yes, you're at that intersection, and they're basically on the inside path leading up. Yeah. So if you're veering off to the right, you're going into another district, but you can, or another block in the neighborhood, but you can.
Yeah, we're basically just trying to go around them. Yeah, let's go right.
Okay. So you go right. Let's see here. They start going after you. And Indy, what about you? Are you following behind them? Or you can give me a notice check, or you can veer off to the left or you can go the path that they just opened up.
So if I follow Aava, it would be Ava's car, the accelerators, and then my car. Okay. I'll follow them.
Okay. So the as you do that, all right. So this will be action. First off, Aava, give me a drive check.
It's a +4.
Okay, that's very good. You're easily able to make some distance on them, and you can see the problem coming up ahead. The most direct street leading towards the worker center. Well, there's a large park bench in the middle of the street.
That's not great.
Now you can. There are trash cans on the sidewalk. If you try and go up on the sidewalk to go around the park bench. So you can keep going. Instead of going onto that street towards the worker center, you can keep going the path you are and go and try and see if the next street is better. Because remember, there's 2 streets. So
yeah, I'm gonna fuck.
But you did have plenty of time to see this.
Better.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna hope the next street's better.
So you're just gunning it.
Yep.
So next round, you're definitely at a high speed when you're going to be making that turn. Yeah. Well, are you actually?
Did you say it like that, Peyton?
Well, actually, it's up to you. Aava, are you taking it slow and cautious? Are you trying to get some distance on the accelerators?
How fast are they trying to go?
Oh, they're trying to ram you.
They are called accelerators. So.
Yeah, I'm probably driving perhaps maybe a bit too fast.
Yeah, with a +4, you're easily able to do that this round. So you're going pretty fast, but you're in control. You saw that street was loaded with obstacles, and yeah. So the accelerators are going to go. Actually, first off, go ahead and roll a +1 for Claire, as she is going to just lean out the window and start shooting.
I knew I liked Claire.
That's a -2.
A -2? Okay.
Well,
like
Claire a little less.
Yeah. Well, Claire tries her best, but it turns out firing.
That's a -1.
Yeah.
But she tried.
She tried. Firing a shotgun out of a window. Shotguns have a lot of kickback, and yep. She shoots over their vehicle. So let's see. Indy, you're driving. Felicia, are you in shotgun seat?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a ranged weapon you want to use?
There's the crossbow, but I'm going to agree with you. I don't think that's going to do enough to a car. So no. Get me closer so I can jump on the car and do ninja shit.
The accelerators are going to go next, though, because they definitely have people with ranged weapons. So let's see here. They're going to shoot at Aava's vehicle. One of them is going to lean out the window and shoot at Aava's vehicle. This is going to be based on your drive check, which is a +4. They get a negative. They get a 0, so they definitely do not hit. But now, Indy, give me a drive check, because one of them is leaning out the back window and aiming at your tires.
Hey, the boy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell. I'll spend a fate point on that.
Okay.
So that's going to be, I think a
2?
Hold on.
Or what's your
Struggling with the math here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me count this out.
What's your drive at?
Yeah, it's going to be a 2.
Okay, yeah. All right. But just for the record, what aspect are you activating to get more furious and fast?
Ultimate survivor.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's see if they get a 3. So they shoot one of your tires. And
Fucker.
yeah, with a handgun. So it's going flat. Next round you'll be at a -1.
Damn.
Shoot at it. Basically, every tire they shoot at is a -1. And but you keep the vehicle in control this round. Are you now? You're behind them. Are you with a 2? They're trying to ram Aava, and they're right behind her. With the 2, you can't choose to get up right behind them. And Felicia would not have any bonuses to jump on the vehicle, but she would not be at any penalties with the 2.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
God.
Okay. All right. So Felicia, give me an athletics check.
4.
Yeah. You're very athletic, and you make the jump easily, and you land on the roof of the SUV, and you hold on with your catgirl claws digging into the sides. So although they do scrape a bit and it makes an awful sound. And, yeah, it's not great, but so
I'm sorry, I didn't know it would be like this.
So new round, Aava. Let's see here. There is a single accelerator on the street, on the and they have some kind of rifle or long gun. So they certainly believe in their cause.
You know what else they have? Brittle bones.
Yeah,
I was gonna say. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it look like I'm headed off to the right to try and go around them.
Mm-hmm.
And then as I get close, I'm going to jerk back left and try and hit them.
Okay, give me a drive check.
Aava brutality moments. Lie. Just lie. Just lie.
Wow, you got all +1s? That's like 4 plus your drive skill.
Which is like 6, right? So that's a 10.
I'm going to spend a fate point to reroll.
We got to double it, so it's actually a 20.
Oh, thank God. That's much better. That's a +4.
Okay. So you make the sharp turn without spinning out of control. You do a little bit of...
you out in a zone.
Yeah. So the... You hit the guy, but he is going to get a chance to shoot at you because that's how guns work. And so
I don't know if that's how guns work, but I don't know enough about guns to dispute it.
So he does shoot out one of your tires. You can either not go after him and just focus on keeping the car from flipping, or if you make another drive check, you can hit him and run him over.
I'll make another drive check.
Okay.
All right, that's a +3.
All right. Yeah, you run him. He goes under. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You can roll for Claire. Claire would be at a -1 on her roll now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Between the car and that, but if you roll high enough, I mean maybe.
She's at a -1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she gets a 3.
Okay, damn. All right. So her second shot actually hits. So it knocks out the windshield of the vehicle and keeps the shooter in. So you aren't going to get shot at from the pursuing car. So yay!
Nice.
So you're getting closer to out of the street. Next round, you'll have to make another turn. Well, you'll have a choose. Do you go straight to the worker center, going through the forest, or are you going to stay on the roads and have to make several more turns? But that's next round.
Yeah, I'll think about that.
All right, so Felicia's next because she's on top of the vehicle, and you can see Claire shoot the windshield out, and there's a shooter aiming at the other front tire of Indy's car.
So they're like leaning out the window to do that?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can make them lean a little bit further out the window. Is that like physique to just kind of like encourage them to fall out of the car, if you will?
No, it's fight.
Okay. Well, I can do that. I can do this. Okay, so that's a 2.
Okay. So they will get a chance to resist. And you're tied if you spend a fate point.
Okay, well I'll spend the fate point. This is like the tactical murder trading kicks in, and just like the claws come out and like dig into him, and then just like rip him out of the vehicle. It's very graphic and violent.
Yeah. Indy, there's a lot of blood now as the
God damn it.
gets pulled out. Give me a drive check.
Yeah, that's what the windshield wipers are for.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I turn on the windshield wipers.
I'll give you a fate point if the body does hit your windshield.
All right, yeah, I'll take it.
All right, this will be at a -2.
Fuck yeah. All right, God, please, God. Okay. So that's gonna be with a -2. That's a 0 + 1.
All right, so you have to slow down but in order to keep the car from crashing the car. But you make the turn. But you make the turn, and you're on the street. You lose distance though. So
right.
Next round, you will not be able to. You'll have to make a good drive check to catch up. But there's no threats here. There's another run over cultist up ahead, but that's about it. So they were not anticipating this sort of breakthrough, so they didn't have time to set up barricades or anything. Good job. You didn't crash. Good job. New round. And you got a fate point for it.
And I got a fate point.
Yeah. So new round, Aava. You're at the end of this neighborhood. You can either turn left and then you have to make a couple more sharp turns in order to get to the worker center, or you could just barrel through that lightly forested area and get to the worker center. So that's number 5.
He's offering that, so it sounds like it's probably the worst idea.
I don't want to lose the car, so I'm gonna make a turn.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Okay, with a 1, you don't crash the car and you keep it on the right path, but you have to you slam on the brakes quite a bit, and you lose a lot of speed. The other car is actually going to ram you. And let's see what they get on their drive check. Well, they also got a 1, but they had speed. I will say everyone in that vehicle takes 1 stress. So you take 1 stress, as well as Claire. Actually, Claire just drops the shotgun.
No.
Yep.
Claire.
Yep.
Can I spend a fate point on extremely expensive cyberware for my drive check?
You can.
All right, I will spend a fate point on extremely expensive cyberware on my drive check.
Fucking Claire, where's that fucking...
All right, so by spending the fate point, you don't take stress, and Claire keeps a hold of the shotgun.
Thank God.
As you take the corner a little better, and you don't get rammed. Meanwhile, the cultists are now well aware of Felicia.
The situation.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yanking
It's
one of them out.
B.
Yeah, well, you don't know what they're doing because you're on the roof, and you don't have X-ray vision. So what are you going to do?
Now I'm gonna do well. I mean, the encouraging the one guy to fall out of the car worked so well that I think encouraging the driver to fall out of the car might work exactly as well, and will definitely not end up in any negative repercussions for me.
Okay.
So I would like to do that. I would like to encourage him to fall out of the car.
You lean over that side, and you can see someone in the back seat is clearly was looking up and sees you and aims their pistol at you. So the remaining shooter in the back seat is going to shoot at you. So you can either get back to the roof and avoid it, or and also the window is up though. So there's good and bad news. If he shoots at you, he'll break the window. But on the other hand, the bullet will still go through the window and into you.
You can pull him up the shattered windshield.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna let him break the windshield. I feel like this is in my favor.
Well, it's a driver's side window. Like,
I'm gonna roll the cackerel dice on this.
Okay, he's going to shoot. Let's see here. So you will not be able to use athletics to absorb this. This will be against physique.
That's fine.
Okay. But he only, he only gets a 1.
Damn.
I also have a 1. I guess.
All right. He just.
How much stress would it give me if it was a 1? Yeah.
Well, defenders win tie, so none. A bullet grazes your hair and misses you.
I like that hair.
Yeah. Well.
All right. So can I pull him out of the vehicle? I mean, can I encourage him to exit the vehicle?
Right now, the window is still in your way. But there's a hole in it, so it's weakened. So you'll be at a -1 on this. It'll be a fight check.
Okay. All right. I can do that.
And he will
fight check -1.
And he's aware of you, so he'll be able to fight back. So he will.
Right.
The driver. Yeah.
Okay. So that's a net. So that would put me at 1 for right now.
Okay. He gets a 2.
Okay, well then I'll spend my last fate point to beat that, then beat it by 1.
Okay.
Again, Cackerel Murder Machine software.
Okay, so you pull him out. The remaining passenger grabs him by the leg and is going to make an assistance check to pull him back in. And he also gets a 2. So, because they have numbers on their side, they're able to hold on to him. However, they're not going to be able to do anything else this round. And the driver, in fact, next round is going to have to make a really good driving check, or you're all going to crash. I'm
prepared for this eventuality, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Aava. Give me another drive check.
Did Indy go yet this round?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Indy, you're behind them. You see all those shenanigans happen. And
I think you should encourage a car crash.
I was just gonna say, this car is pretty much toast, right? Like the one that I'm driving. We're down a tire.
Yeah, you have a flat tire. That's true. And a body did slam into the windshield.
Yep.
But that seems repairable, especially
these foreign cars are never worth repairing. Just get a new one.
Damn. All right. Well, what do you want to do?
If I accelerated into them, is Felicia going to get pinned, or where's Felicia positioned on the vehicle?
She's
currently?
On the roof.
The roof. All right. I think I will accelerate, not like crash course, but close enough that Felicia has a place to dismount.
Okay. So you're not ramming, you're just getting close.
Correct.
Okay. So give me a drive check.
All right. Oh, come on, dice. Motherfucker. I cooked out on fate points. I don't think I'm cooked out. I'm going to add 2 to that to make that a 1.
Okay. I think that's your last fate point, though.
It is.
Yeah. So yeah, you're unable to get super close, but you keep the Well, the important thing is you see the really sharp turn that you need to be making very soon, or you're gonna go. So you're getting ready to do that. So which it looks like the cultist car is not. because the driver was partially pulled out of the vehicle. So now it's the next round. So Aava, you're navigating the roads, getting on the home stretch to the worker center. Give me one more drive check.
That is +3.
+3. Okay. There is another park bench in the way on the street, but you are able to get around it without too much trouble by just going on the a bit of driving on the sidewalk a bit. But other than that,
it's fine.
Yeah.
There aren't any pedestrians.
Oh wait, you do have you did get one of your tires shot out, right? Or no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I did subtract the one for that.
So the car is definitely taking a beating, but there is a spare tire in the back. You do know that, so it's entirely repairable. So you're on the home stretch. You're good.
I mean, we're in the neighborhood. We could just steal another tire too.
It's true.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
So next up, we'll just have the cultists. Well, I want to say it's really up to the cultists. They have a 0 on this check. So it's entirely how the dice to see if they are going to crash or not. And they are definitely crashing the car. Felicia, you have time to see that the tree is getting very close. Give me an athletics check.
I wondered why the tree was getting bigger, and then it hit me. Okay, so my athletics is actually really good. So is this a 3 or is this a 4? Where's my character sheet?
I'm gonna say this is against 4 stress.
Yeah, so I get a 3.
Okay, so you take 1 stress from.
All right, that's not so bad.
From jumping out at the right time, but you hit the ground pretty hard, so you're a bit bruised. But let's see how the cultists do. We'll just handle them as a group against 4 stress. They're definitely stunned this round. Indy, the car slams into the tree. The driver, I'm going to say, is definitely going to be taken out, but like the passengers, you don't know. Indy, you see the cult car slams into a tree. You're driving pretty slow, so you do see Felicia jump out in time and roll to the ground. You can stop the car and give her time to jump in, or you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Ross?
Yeah.
Can I spend a fate point for something that would be convenient for us?
Okay. I thought you were going to ask if you could have a fate point.
Yeah. What do you want? Yeah.
Can that particular model of SUV they were driving perhaps have a known defect where the batteries are unstable and crashes? And
they were driving a Tesla?
Those vehicles where the doors lock themselves when there's a crash for some goddamn reason.
You know, it's funny. They did get that particular electric vehicle company did get a contract with Cointract Island. The founder of the company is really into crypto. Of course they would.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, Felicia, you don't have to worry about anything. The car explodes. None of the cultists can survive that.
I just walk away from it in slow motion.
Oh yeah, you get back up and walk out. So that ends the scene. You can clear that point of stress because that ends at the end of the scene. With Alma and Trevor, all of you are let into the worker center, and you can see there's several dozen people there.
Thank God, people are still alive in here.
Yeah. Everyone.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah. So, let's see here. A woman named Min seems to be organizing things, and lets you in there. They've clearly done some impromptu fortifying. The worker center is the place where all the workers basically they live on a separate island. The workers live on a separate island. They come in every morning to the worker center to get uniforms, cleaning supplies, and whatnot, and their assignments. Then they take the tunnels to get directly to the houses, and then they come back at the end of the day and then go back to the barracks. So this is a place with like a couple offices, locker rooms, training rooms, orientation rooms, that kind of thing. But it's been turned into a makeshift fortress. There's one room where a couple of armed people have a big stockpile of supplies. They actually take Dr. Fitzgerald's bag of supplies and thank him for his contribution. And put it with the others. You get to keep basically only food and water is taken, but where any large supplies, everyone gets meals doled out. And Min basically Alma vouches for all of these. He says, "Don't worry, these people are okay. They helped me. They helped me get out." And there's like, "Okay, well, you're welcome to come in." There's a lot going on, but we're waiting for rescue. We think it's only a matter of time before an actual government visits here in force and rescues everybody. So you can wait here, and we will make sure everyone gets enough food and water. But if you're brave, you can go out and try and get supplies for us. But you are welcome. You are welcome to wait along with all of us, and we take watches, and we have enough weapons to keep out the masked people. I think they call themselves accelerators. Mm-hmm. So, there's a lot of people here. Yeah.
Sounds like we'll have to do some exploring next time on RPPR Fake Core Cointractor.
Yeah. So, well, before we go, there are a couple other people that you can meet. You can talk to Min, and there's also Thora. She seems to be... There seems to be a difference of opinion about what to do.
All right. Well, I'm not going to remember that. I feel like meeting people and stuff is something we should be able to do next time.
All right. Fair enough. So
it's all fresh.
Yeah. That's a good point. If any of you have any, this is definitely a minor milestone. So if you check so you can move your skills around as per use, and questions, comments, y'all have fun.
I'm digging it. I'm glad to be playing again.
Yeah.
I love hate the stupid mimics.
God.
Everything in this place is so poorly designed and yet still fucks us somehow.
I was, we were fighting it, and I was like, what an annoying one-off enemy. And then I realized these things are probably all over the fucking island.
Yep.
God.
I have art for them. There's different models, so I don't want to.
Oh my God.
Once you've encountered all the models, I will show you the artwork. But I'll try. I'll clip out the trash can bots since you've encountered them. They're very good. I wanted to have some like robotic enemies as well as genetically engineered hybrid creatures.
Absolutely.
And for those of you at home,
yeah.
Please take to the polls now to vote. Is it more embarrassing to lose a fist fight with a shark or get taken down by a trash can?
God damn it.
I'll be running that poll on Twitter. Yeah. Please let us know your thoughts.
So next time you'll have to figure out how you're going to escape the neighborhood. You're on the wrong side of the neighborhood. The resort is to the south, and you're in the north corner of it now. But yeah, don't worry about it. You've got all day. It's not even noon yet. It only took you an hour to get all this. Yeah. All right. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.